250 years ago today, militia forces beat the British in the Battle of Moores Creek Bridge. Now, the Moores Creek National Battlefield remembers that 1776 victory. Max Alfonso braved the rain alongside visitors to mark the major anniversary.
There were some Revolutionary War victories won in North Carolina, including in Pender County. 2.5 centuries later, the Moores Creek National Battlefield honors a Patriot victory over the British back on February 27, 1776.
Today is the actual 250th anniversary of the Battle of Moores Creek Bridge, which was the first decisive Patriot victory of the American Revolution.
The battle was just months before the Declaration of Independence was signed. The National Battlefield has been celebrating the 250th anniversary all week, and Friday's rainy weather didn't keep visitors from coming out to honor the
American Revolution. And what we had going on today was our wreath-laying ceremony, which was a ceremony put together by the daughters and the sons of the American Revolution, basically coming here to pay tribute to Private John Grady, the first North Carolinian to die on a battlefield for American independence.
John Grady, a Duplin County man, was the only patriot to die in the Battle of Moores Creek. To mark the anniversary, the National Battlefield was filled with a variety of demonstrations. Volunteer Margie Lindsay says she loves seeing people visit the National Battlefield and learn more about American history.
To see so many people who are enthused about it and who want to come out and learn about it and celebrate it, that's just heartwarming to me.
Reporting in Pender County at the Moores Creek National Battlefield, Max Alfonso, WITN News.
The last day of the 250th anniversary celebration is Saturday. There will be an art show and 2nd Marine Division Band.